just shaking that one off. It's interesting how those situations have to be made in even less than a split second, because you have priority looking over the edge, and when you're shoulder to shoulder, you're thinking about the situation with interferences. I think for Wilco, he's probably going, this might be my last wave I get to catch on tour.
Yeah, I hope he goes away and trains his butt off, and we'll see him back next year.
Rolling in now. Great effort here, setting up a huge section on the back end of Sebastian Zietz. And wanted to go the distance on that one. But great to see that commitment and effort. So those final spots for next season on the top 34. Bottom drops out of a beast of a wave at backdoor. Unbelievable effort. As we look at all that power just unloading on that reef through the inside.
Get backdoor waves we've seen all day. Griffin. That thing just shut down at the end, but how did he even make that bottom turn to get himself up into it? That was a big, solid wave for Griffin Colapinto. And, well, Joe, you've always said to me he charges, he's not scared, and that was just proof right there.
And went all the way to the final. Well, minute 10 to go. Griffin wants a little bit more. Already sweeping into this little tube and pipe. Just quickly into the pocket there and stretches out the backhand float. So Colapinto thinking heat strategy, not making that one at backdoor, trying to get a quick score on the board against Sebastian Zietz.
Left straight. I mean, how does he do that stuff? Normally when you get smashed at backdoor, it takes ages to get back out, but Griffin snuck back out and got himself a nice little keeper score there. Just 2.67 at the moment.
You can be a multiple champ. It just goes even further through the roof with your amazing reputation. Look at that from Sebastian Zietz.
Yeah, beautiful wave here from Seabass. Slows himself down, and a beautiful nuggety little pocket ride there for Sebastian. Not a super deep tube ride, so we won't be seeing that go super high, but a nice little wave there. Been waiting quite some time, Joe. Just a 1.93 up until that occasion.
And looks like an opportunity now setting up. Driving into the pit on the backhand and trying to make that effort. Unfortunately, not making that end section. Griffin going for it right at the tail end of that wave. He got clipped, so Griffin 267, 257. And more waves on the way here. Opportunity potentially setting up here. Grabbing the rail and going straight down. Tough one there.
Is that Seabass?
I believe that was Sebastian Zietz on the effort.
Let's see these guys. They want this one.
Good man, Strider. Locking in now. We can see Sebastian Zietz already recovering from that last wipeout to body surf, and that one's going to take him down once again. So a lot of risk right now, and the reward has been a bit hard to come by. Highest number still a 4.5. 4 minutes on the clock for the heat with Zietz and Griffin Colapinto, which has seen a lot of carnage. Late takeoff looking straight down. Colapinto tries to pull off a miracle. He is absolutely sending it. Amazing. Straight down. That right foot was upside down and over his head. Pulled the drop off. And there was nowhere to go from there, Potts. Seabass had the 4.5 early, which is keeping him out in front. But we're down to a minute 50 to go. Medina hasn't had another attempt since that early one at the 3.0. Seabass locks in. Able to put himself behind the curtain, get spit out. Still some room to blow the fins free. And he'll be getting a backup score to the 4.5.
Yeah, smart surfing from Seabass, Joe. Want to, get a couple of complete rides to put some scores on the board, and that's exactly what Seabass is doing. He's not taking off on those Hail Mary waves where you've got maybe less than 50% chance of making it. He knows he's going to make these ones. He knows he's going to put little scores on the board, and at the moment Griffin hasn't got that, so advantage Seabass.
Last time he lost to Zietz, he said it felt so uncomfortable. He wanted to improve from that. But giving us that bomb drop in the barrel, he's got to be proud of his performance, and definitely capped off his year in such a solid way.
You know what? I love what Griffin's done. I think he's a great character. I think his surfing is so relevant on tour.